here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Welcome back, collectors. I'm Ghost of Sparta with another fantastic review. We have the SH Figuarts Star Wars Return of the Jedi Darth Vader. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that like button and you subscribe and you hit that bell icon so you don't miss new videos from me, because what I do is I review the plastic that goes into your collection to make sure that you guys get the best bang for your buck. So without further ado, let's get into this review. Okay, collectors, we have him out of his cardboard prison. This is a fantastic figure, guys. The paint apps are great, articulation's great, accessories are great. Let's get into this. As you can see here, he has a glossy paint job for his helmet. You can see the brown on his eyes. The gloves are very glossy. The paint on the actual figure is all black, as you can see, and some silver, and it's done very well. I do see a little bit of like chipping, or I think it's just the molding of the blue button here. But other than that, the belt accessory looks great. The cape, I'm just super excited about the cape. I like cloth capes. It's just a pet peeve of mine. I think all figures should have cloth capes because it makes a big difference when characters who have capes, they're cloth. Hard plastic ones are gross, and companies need to stop doing that. As you can see, the helmet here, or his head, is on a double ball peg. He does have a little added accessory where the helmet comes off and you can see the detail of the back of his head from his previous injuries. So the figure is done very well, articulation wise. Double ball peg for the head. He can look up quite a bit. I believe it's hindered because of the cape, and he can look down quite a bit as well. You might need to use the ab joint to get him to look down a little bit more. He does have a full arm swivel, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, doing a little bit more than 90, and he has a wrist hinge and swivel as well. So you get that articulation for his arms and neck. We also have his diaphragm, or his stomach. He does get a hinge here. He has this much of a degree of bending back, and going forward he does this much. As for a waist swivel, he does not have that. I could be wrong. I just didn't want to break the figure, but it looks like everything comes from the diaphragm joint. So as for the belt, it's hard plastic. It does get in the way. It hinders his leg articulation, but you never see Vader kick anybody or do any acrobatic moves. So I guess it's fitting, but I would have really enjoyed this to be cloth as well. I mean, they already gave us the awesome cloth cape, but they could have made this figure a little bit more better if they gave this as well cloth. So he does have the joint where you can pull his leg down and get more range out of it, but you're really not going to need it because he doesn't do much for that, for, you know, his movie. He's not acrobatic, so you're not going to see, you know, his legs flipping in the air, but you do get a double jointed knee, and you do get a ankle swivel and a hinge as well, and a toe hinge too. So, you know, it's a fair bit of articulation that he could use. It's kind of hindered due to this plastic piece. I mean, it is, you know, able to bend and everything, but I mean, you're not going to be having Vader doing kicks unless you want him to. He does have an attachment here for his lightsaber there. I was about to say flashlight. Why? No idea. Let's see how tall this guy is so we can see how he scales. Let's do it without his cape, because cape does not add any height to him whatsoever. So from what I'm looking at right here, you're looking about 6 inches and I want to say 7/8 from the very top of his head, and from about his eyebrows you're looking about 6.5 inches, which makes makes much sense because of the fact that he is a tall, you know, villain. You know, he does have some height to him. He's not short, you know, due to his robotic legs. Spoilers if you haven't seen the movies. So I mean, this figure is fantastic, guys. Very worth the collection. You know, he deserves to be on your shelf. Let's take a look at all the accessories he comes with. Alrighty, guys. So Vader comes with quite a bit of hands. I mean, pair wise, I believe it's about 7 or 8 pairs. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs. Yeah, 7 pairs of hands. He has his fisted hands that came on him in the package. He has a slightly open palm hand. It looks like it may be a blaster or holding or slight grasping hand. Comes with those pairs. He has 2 pointing fingers. He also comes with a open palm hand again. He does come with more open palms, for all his force chokes, force pushes, and then he has a couple of lightsaber gripping hands as well. So that's pretty much it with the hands. Alrighty, the last bit of accessories that come with this figure is an extra head, forearm piece, and the 2 lightsabers. That way you can have one on his belt and the one that actually has the blade exposed. So let's take a look at this head here. The paint apps on the head are done very well. I want to say it's accurate to the movie. I could be wrong. You guys let me know in the comments below. It's been a while since I've seen Return of the Jedi, so I'm gonna have to take a gander at it while holding this guy in my hand. So the paint apps are done very well. I mean, you can see the gloss of the black of the mask that's left, the damage from the battle with him and Luke. It's all there. The details all there, all the scars. You can't go wrong. I mean, it's fantastically done. Here's his forearm after Luke cut off his hand. It has all the wires from his robotic arm all inside there. It pegs off of his right forearm, and it pegs back in pretty easily. Look at all the paint. The detail is amazing on it. Very done very well. So here's the lightsaber. This one is just the blade. It plugs in right here as so. I just be very careful with it. I think it plugs in a specific angle because I just noticed that it wasn't standing up straight because I was messing with it earlier. So there you go. So you want to make sure you plug it in just right, or else it's a possibility of breaking it. This does seem kind of flimsy. It does have a good length to it as well. And then here's the other lightsaber. What's the difference between these two? Is this one has a peg, so you can attach it on his belt. And that pretty much does it for all the accessories. Now comes the question, is this guy worth being on your shelf or maybe in your collection? The answer is yes. One, I'm completely biased because of the fact that I'm a big Star Wars fan. 2, the cloth cape, just done. Cloth cape, you're going on my shelf. You're going to be a part of my collection. It's just done. I'm just telling you guys, this is a fantastic figure. Pick it up and you would not be disappointed with the amount of accessories. The display options is just fantastically done for you guys. SH Figuarts has knocked it out of the park. That's all I could say. I mean, I've been following them since Dragon Ball Z figures that's been coming out, and my first ever Star Wars figure, and it's great. So stay tuned, guys. I have the slideshow coming up, and also please remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates or future videos that I have coming up. So see you guys next time.